Krishnan Vandrita.
Recording.
Got it.
Okay. Got it. Recording. Success. Congrats.
Recording in progress. Thank you.
Very good. I know it.
Learning, education. Right. Okay.
Reading is a continuous process.
Right. Now we will start the meeting. Welcome to you all.
Yeah.
And remember when the time out, please reboot. And, hello, Mohanraj. Okay, please reboot. Recording is in progress. Yeah. Recording in progress. Very nice. Okay. Now, as I've been communicating to you, the theme of this meeting is my life lesson. Leaving alone the good practices of life, like being truthful, being loving to the family, being thrifty, hardworking, not misusing your body, etc., etc. There is some particular lesson that we should have learned that may be a lesson for the future generation, for our children, for our grandchildren. I thought it would be better to share your experience on your life lesson. Maybe I will start with Chinni, because the first respondent to this Zoom meeting is Chinni. So, yeah, go ahead, Chinni.
Thank you, Mr. Krishnan. See, I am not going to talk about the lesson. I am going to talk about, in plural, lessons. If I am permitted to say, there is not a one lesson. There are many lessons. Right from childhood, I did not have three emotions. One is regret about past. Some people always have regret about the past. I should not have done that. I should have done this. No, I should not have joined that job. I should not have married this woman. I never had that feeling of regret about past. As we grow older, many senior citizens have two major fear or worry about future. Fear and worry are always about future. What will happen to me? What will happen to my son? What will happen to my grandchild? All these worries, unnecessary fear, I do not have right from childhood. So that is not a lesson. I was perhaps born with that. What I learned when I turned 70, I decided to adopt 7 C's. Do not complain. Do not criticize. Do not condemn. Do not compare. Do not compete. Do not claim credit. Do not clutter one's mind with things that is not going to give you happiness or peace. These are my 7 C's. Whenever you see or hear me doing something against it, I will request all of you to point out, Chinni, you said this, but you are doing this. So I would be very, very grateful. Right after the day I turned 70, I decided not to have all these 7 C's, and whatever I do, I ask why I should not do this, instead of asking why I should do this. Many people say, oh, no, why should I do that? I have never asked that in my life. I always ask why I should not do that. If the answer is you should not do this because of this is valid reason, then only I may stop doing that. Otherwise, these are the things, lessons which I wanted to share with you in brief. Thank you, Krishnan, for providing me an opportunity, that too, as the first person to speak in this group. Thank you, Krishnan.
Thank you, Chinni. Thank you. Yeah, next is Professor Ramakrishnan. CVR? Ramakrishnan?
Mute, please. Mute.
Ramakrishnan, you unmute. Ramakrishnan, you unmute. Okay, we will come back to you.
Technically, savvy person.
Yeah. Now, SVN is not there. SVN is not there. Oh, SV Natarajan is there. SV Natarajan, unmute and talk. SVN, unmute and talk. Okay, we'll come back to you.
Good evening.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Chettiar,
We are supposed to.
what is your life?
Are you able to hear me?
Okay. Yeah, yes, well, please stop. Ramakrishna, please go ahead.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, we are able to hear you. Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll just narrate a few experiences which I did on my own. Nothing to talk about much, nothing great about it. Well, when I was first time in England, we thought we would have a very nice time, and then we were newly married, and then we had a nice house, and we were living. And I had this fine Portuguese friend, a white Portuguese man. He was also newly married, and then he came over, and we became good friends. But I could immediately see he was somewhat depressed and things like that. I used to always be with him, help him, and he used to always take me to London and all that. We became pretty close. Things went on like this, and then he was almost on the verge of a breakdown when he was about to finish. Then I gave him a little bit of pep talk and all, and my term was over, and I came back. Then I think he was there for a while, but his whole life broke down, and his wife's got a divorce from him. They went to Portugal, and ultimately it appears he committed suicide.
Ooh.
That was a very disturbing effect which had on me. But later, when some of the British colleagues came, they told that it appears that you have given him something like 2 years life or something like that. And it was a very satisfying experience because I could help him for 2 years.
Mohanraj, unmute.
That was a
Mohanraj,
very,
unmute.
very humbling experience. Of course, I had later a lot of opportunities because I was a dean. It was my duty to send people, send people away when that academic performance is not over. I got into a lot of trouble, but then I had to do it. So ultimately what I learned is you have to do what you can, and you can help whenever you can. That is what ultimately it matters. And then it has helped people. See, the people whom I had after first year sent home, they regretted at first, but then they settled in something else and they did okay. One was our classmate, I think his name was Venkata. He was also my roommate. He had tremendous faith. He was an extremely hardworking, good man. Yeah, but he couldn't manage college life, hostel life. He was a very orthodox Iyengar, and their brothers and all came. They thanked me very much for having helped so far. So life is like that. I mean, you do your best to help your mate, and things work out reasonably well. So wherever I can, I'll do my best. There are a few other narrative incidents. It's not that I want to, as Chinni told it, to boast about it, but I did something what I felt I should do to help somebody, and it worked out well. I mean, that was all. That was also a very humbling experience, and well, that's all what I have to say. If you can help others in their difficult times, well, that's about the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ramakrishna. Natarajan, SV Natarajan, can you talk?
Sorry?
SV Natarajan, please say something about your life lesson.
Life has been both pleasant and a little bit difficult at times. But
I tell now.
One minute, hold on. Hold on, SVN. Ramakrishna is still on. Okay. Yeah, please go ahead, Ramakrishna.
I had a beautiful
point.
40 years in IIT Delhi. I won't change
Imagine a
my
circle.
life with anyone for the extremely good life I had, both in terms of comfort and in terms of family life, in terms of children, everything was travel abroad, seeing people. I always like seeing people from different countries, talking to them, living and all. I had a lot of opportunities, and that is I'm always
Imagine a circle.
grateful.
Yeah.
I'm always grateful for that. Thank you, Krishnan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, SVN. SVN, can you say a few words, please, on your life lesson? SVN. SVN. Okay, we'll come back to you.
Yes, some connectivity problem.
Mr. Professor Aravindan is there. Professor Aravindan is not there. Okay.
No.
Yeah. Annamani. Mr. Annamani.
I will come. You see, of course, my life, not much up and down, but it went on by God's grace, very smooth. One good thing is, my grandfather, I had the pleasure of with him and being there, and I was his pet grandson also, being the first grandson of the family. I was his, so I enjoyed my grandfather's affection because other grandchildren used to envy me. How that this man is very much. You see, when I passed my SSLC, he took money from his packet. He was having in a wallet. He gave it the money. There is a good hotel in Chennai. Can I continue?
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Okay. There was a good hotel in Chennai, what is called as Nelly Lodge. Now it is only boarding, no lodge, no, only lodging, not boarding. He told you take the money, go to the hotel, bring carrier, and you all enjoy. So those affections which we had from our family members, and I had very fortunate in having Peripa, Chittappa, and Attais, and they all showered all. We were not living together, but whenever the school vacation starts, the next 2 days we'll be there in Chennai. So at that time, and everybody knows no reservation, and we used to travel only in that local train. So by the time you reach from Chennai to Chennai, your body and your shirt, everything will be black because of the smoke. But still, it was very enjoyable. And nowadays, we don't get much good things in this Spain. On that time, we used to get coffee even in kitchen itself, then Majora tiffin, then Koilpatti coffee, then Satu, what is called is Velleri Pinchi, cucumber, and then Kadambur Boli. These are all the Vijayanagar Tavalvadai. These are the things I think I can never forget in my life, even though you may have think this man is a good eater, but that age, it was really enjoyable. And we all used to assemble in our grandfather's house, go to river in the morning to take back, come. You see, those days we don't have like what we have, all the fresh idlis and the morning tiffin. Those days used to be Paya Sadam. That is rice which was there in the tap, and then they used to make a good tiffin. Everybody we used to get in our hands and then eat it. So what I am trying to say is these things, of course, we cannot able to give our children because everybody has come out, and then we were in various places because of the employment and other things. But still, what when used to be any function, everybody should assemble, and we should tell our children also, even though we have only few days, come, assemble, meet the relatives, and keep the affection and the pattern is going. That is the lesson what I have from life. And then I wish everybody will agree on that. It is nowadays joint family is gone, not possible because of the employment, because both are employed, and the one major thing is we were all afraid to get more children. Our parents, they had 4, 5, and then even our elderly people, they had 7, 8. But nowadays, हमको दिल नहीं है. Oh, I think you all will agree on that. Chandru, am I right? We
Yeah,
don't have the courage. Yeah, we don't have the courage because today it is very competitive, and every parent wants his children to be in IIT or IIM or in BITS
Yeah,
or things
yeah.
like that.
Thank you,
As
Anamani.
also
Thank you,
okay. So
Anamani.
I request only one thing is, as long as we live, we should try to unite the family, have the people around us. We should go to them and then have a pleasant life. Thank you.
Thank you, Anamani. Thank you, Anamani. Yeah. SVN, are you able to talk now? SVN? Okay.
It's not visible.
SVN, okay. Rajagopal not there. Devan is not there. Govindarajan?
கேக்குதா?
கேக்குது.
என்ன பேசுறது?
உங்க லைஃப் லெசன்.
டிவி ப்ரோக்ராம் ஒண்ணு பார்த்தேன். அது வந்து ஆன்லைன் ப்ரோக்ராம். அதே மாதிரி நிறைய பேர் பார்த்திருப்பீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அதுல வந்து ஒரு ஆள் இருந்தா அந்த ஆங்கர் நினைக்கிறேன். அவன் தான் வந்து இன்னொருத்தர் கேட்கறான், இன்னென்ன வண்டி இந்த பக்கம் வரப்போகுது, அதாவது ஒரு டைரக்ஷன்ல வர்ற வண்டி நின்னான்னு உள்ள அவர் சொல்றாரு, கார் வரும், நான் அந்த நம்பர் என்னன்னு கேட்கறான், இது நம்பர் எழுதிடு. அடுத்தாப்புல வந்து ஒரு பஸ் வரும், அந்த நம்பர் என்னன்னா அந்த நம்பரு. அதே மாதிரி ஒரு லாரி, ஒரு டிராக்டர், இது எல்லாம் ஒரு 5, 6 வண்டி கேட்டு லிஸ்ட் எடுத்து அந்த லிஸ்ட்டை வந்து நம்மகிட்ட காட்டுறான். முன்னாலே ஒரு கார் வரும்னு சொல்றவாரு, பார்க்கலாம்னா கொஞ்ச நேரம் கழிச்சு ஒரு கார் வருது. அந்த நம்பர் பிளேட்டை காட்டினா அதே இந்த ஆள் என்ன சொன்னானோ அதே நம்பரு. அதே மாதிரியே ஒரு வெஹிக்கிளுக்கும் அதே மாதிரி சொன்ன மாதிரியே அந்த நம்பர் பிளேட்டோட வருது. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணா, இது ஆன்லைன் ப்ரோக்ராம். இங்க இருந்து அந்த ஆளை கூட்டிட்டு வேற ஒரு ரோடுக்கு, ஏதாவது மவுண்ட் ரோடுக்கு போறான். அங்க வச்சு அதே மாதிரி கேட்கறான், அதே மாதிரி 5 வண்டியை சொல்றான். அந்த வண்டி அதே மாதிரி அதே நம்பர் பிளேட்டோட வந்துட்டு இருந்தது. அதுக்கப்புறம் 3ஆவதா ஒரு இடத்துல இந்த பூந்தமல்லி ரோட இங்கே கொண்டு போய் வைக்கிறான், அங்கேயும் அப்படியே நடக்குது. இது என்னன்னா, இது ஒன்றும் ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ணி ஏதோ நடக்கிற மாதிரியே தான் இருக்குதே தவிர அப்பப்ப நடக்கிற மாதிரி இல்லை. எல்லாமே ஒரு ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ணி அந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ணி தான் நடந்துட்டு இருக்குது. அதை தான் இந்த ஆள் எப்படியே கண்டுபிடிச்சு சொல்றான். அப்போ நம்முடைய இதுன்னு சொல்லி எஃபர்ட் அது இதுன்னு சொல்லி ஒன்றும் பிரயோஜனம் இல்லை போல் இருக்கு. எல்லாம் முன்னால திட்டமிட்டபடிதான் நடக்குது. அந்த டைம்ல நான் ரொம்ப மன உளைச்சல் இருந்தேன். இதை பார்த்த உடனே எனக்கு அப்படிதான் தோணுச்சு, ஓ நம்மது ஒண்ணும் இல்லை போல இருக்குது, எல்லாம் முன்னாலே ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ணபடி நடக்குது. அதனால நம்ம இன்வால்வ்மெண்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு எனக்கு அது பெரிய ரிலீஃபா போச்சு. அது அது மாதிரி எல்லாமே ஒரு திட்டமிட்டபடிதான் நடந்திருக்க தவிர நம்முடைய எஃபர்ட்ல எதுவுமே நடக்கிற மாதிரி தெரியல. அதை பத்தி கவலைப்பட வேண்டியது இல்லை, அது பாட்டுக்கு நடந்துட்டு தான் இருக்கும்.
That's a great message.
Correct. நடந்தே தீரும்.
ருத்ரன் ஒரு சைக்காலஜிஸ்ட் நடத்தினாரு, கூட கேள்வி பதிலுக்கு ஆன்சர் பண்ணாரு, பாத்துருக்கீங்களா? அதுல ஒரு கேள்வி ஒருத்தர் கேட்கிறாரு, கடவுள் இருக்காரா இல்லையா அப்படின்னு ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்கிறார் ஒருத்தர். அதுக்கு இந்த ஆள் என்ன பதில் சொல்றா, அந்த கேள்வி முக்கியம் இல்லை, மனுஷனுக்கு கடவுள் தேவையா தேவையில்லையா அதுதான் முக்கியம் அப்படின்னு அவர் பதில் சொல்லியிருந்தாரு. அது பார்க்கல நமக்கு வந்து இந்த கடவுள் மேலதான் நடக்குதுன்னு தெரிஞ்ச உடனே நான் பேசாம எல்லாத்தையும் விட்டு நிம்மதியா இருக்க தோணுது. அதுதான் சொல்லலாம்னு இருந்தேன்.
Thank you.
வேற ஒண்ணும்
It's a great message, Govindarajan. Okay, thank you, Govindarajan. Thank you, Govindarajan.
thank you.
Next is Chandru. Chandru.
Hello.
Yeah.
For me, I've learned that when family and friends, they come to you for advice, which is not the advice they're seeking. What they want is a confirmation of what they want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already
So-
decided. Already decided.
So if you really give them advice, etc., and it's not according to what they wanted to hear, then so they get angry
Yeah.
about it. This one, I've experienced that a number of times. And another thing that I've learned is that there are always two aspects to one person. One, when he's outside. For example, there was one person who was doing business. I was doing business with him, and a friend. He was a friend, very good friend. We'd go out, eat, everything and all. And since he was the richer person, say he would pay 3 times, I would pay 1 time. But we would go out, etc., everything and all. Very good to talk, joke, everything and all, etc., everything and all. So somebody phoned me for a marriage proposal from him from India. And I recommended, I said, he's a very nice person, etc., everything and all. You can go ahead. Economically very, very sound, business good, young man, very good. He doesn't have bad habits. A drink or 2 is fine. No smoking, nothing. So all that, etc. So it went ahead and everything and all. But later on, I learned that okay, he was so good. But there in the house, in his house, he did what his mother told him to do.
Yeah.
If mother tells him don't go to your room tonight, etc., he doesn't go to the room. If you tell him this thing, etc., everything and all that, and the life of the girl became miserable. Finally, she came, she talked to us and everything and all, and finally she went back to India. So always, especially recommendation for this type of things, it's very, very difficult to say. Person outside is one person, but person in a home, etc., everything and all, is a different person. So that's my experience.
Thank you, Chandru. It's a great. Don't advise people.
They
Yeah.
don't, no, they want to
don't.
hear, they want to confirm what they want to do.
Right,
Do
right,
it.
right. Yeah. Syed Mohan Raj, Sri and the Arvindan. Okay. Mohan Raj.
Welcome, Sari.
Mohan Raj.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
please share your experience on life, your lesson, life lesson.
Not only I learned, no, I was following, no, you should not have any biased view for against any person or anything. And whatever you do in your life, you should do it with sincerity and perfection.
Good.
If you think something is not important, don't do it. That means saivana tirunda sei.
செய்வனே திறந்து
So,
செய்.
So that is that if you practice this principle, you will not face any problem.
Right.
So otherwise, life is going on.
Good. How is your health?
Thank you.
How is your health?
Thank you. Health after just like you advised me, only
Yeah,
last
we have-
Saturday, after 1.5 years, I went to the cardiologist
Yeah.
for a checkup.
Yeah.
They done ECG, echo, scan, all the blood tests, everything. Doctor said the doctor only changed the combined the medicine, some of the medicines.
Okay.
Instead of three medicines, they combined it to a single one. And other things they asked me to continue. So otherwise, doctor said nothing.
Story.
No change. Nothing to worry at present.
Good.
Very
Take
good.
care.
Oh.
Take care. Be happy. Okay. I think you. No. I would like to tell my life's experience. Okay. I think the environment is a very important thing in our life. I think we should be blessed with a good environment, challenging environment. I have learned this through experience. For example, initially my high school education was in a small board high school, government high school. There the average first rank is around 60%. You know, those days we had in SSLC 6 subjects. So generally the first rank is 360, 365. Then I wanted to have this composite mathematics. Then I went to Rasipuram Government Board High School, a big school, very big school. There the first rank is around 72, 73. Those days getting very high marks is not possible. Even state first rank is around 75, 76% only in SSLC. So in Rasipuram High School, first rank is 72. So I also got around that thing and all that. Then because of this good marks, I got admitted into our St. Joseph's. There everybody was getting 2-3 distinctions. I also got distinctions. I entered Karaikkudi Engineering College. Yeah, life was nice, but I think my education line was somewhat vitiated because of college politics I was involved in. Yeah, I don't know whether it's good or bad. I learned a lot of lessons in that. Anyway, I got reasonably good marks, not as high as our Ramakrishnan or A.L. Chidambaram or Raghupati Subramaniam. So I could get into IISc. IISc, you know, people from all over the country used to come there with very good marks and all that. So we had some good rank that enabled me to enter IIT Madras. The crux of my life environment is IIT Madras. Because of that excellent environment, I could do some research, come to be known as reasonably well known in international field. Because of that, I could visit many countries professionally. Also live with family for 2 years, 3 years in various countries. Yeah, this IIT was a very challenging environment because I learned a lot by teaching to IIT students. Not only faculty members, even chaprasis, even people who are employed to clean drainage, their children also very well placed because of IIT environment. So my life lesson is you should be blessed with a good environment, challenging environment. That makes you great. That is my life experience. So that's it. That's what I want to tell you. Then I think Syed Aminuddin is there. We are running out of time. Yeah, Syed Aminuddin.
Yes, next session will come.
Yeah,
Before we conclude, say there are 4 people who are not well. For example, Raghupati Subramaniam, Pandarakutti, P. Rangasamy and all. We can tell something about them.
Yeah, but I know about P. Rangasamy. He's still in that same status quo. They take him very. I mean, they give all care for his hospitalization because he is in that Vanchilingam hospital. You know that our 1 year senior Srinivasan, his brother is Vanchilingam. He is there, and as per T.M. Ganesan's information, he remains to be in the same condition. Then Pandarakutti is somewhat bedridden. His wife is taking care of him. Then what are the other 2 people?
Ramakrishna Sarma.
Huh? Sorry?
Sharma, Sharma.
Yeah, Sharma,
Sharma,
he
sir.
talked to me. Yeah, his children and wife, they are taking care of him. I talked to him. I will talk to him maybe next week or so.
Krishnan,
Yeah.
Raghupati Subramaniam.
I
Raghupati
spoke to
Subramaniam.
Ramakrishna Sharma.
Yeah. Raghupati Subramaniam, we met him in Trichy. So I think Tenal is taking care of him very well. Yeah. Yeah, I think time is running out. Please reboot. Yeah.
Correct. I will reboot. I want to talk about Ramakrishna Sharma. I spoke to him and his wife today. He said he's not very good, but he said he would come and join us in Madurai. I
Oh,
hope he
Very
does.
good. Good
I
news.
hope he does.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
will wait for the question and re-entry.
Yeah. Syed, please go
Oh.
ahead with your life's lesson.
In the next
Yeah.
session, it is about to close, isn't it now?
Yeah, it is.
We are going to
Maybe
close.
we can reboot again. Anyway, you start and yeah. Please start.
Okay, I will tell you certain, I cannot just give a lecture example, certain things. Ennandri kondrarkum uivundam uivillai, sei nandri kondra magarku. This is what we learned from Thiruvalluvar and all. When we do some help, it comes in the other way. Murpakal sayin pirpakal tane varum, like that one. Similarly, to err is human and to forgive is divine. The best gift is to forgive somebody. Okay. Now, as a youngest child in my family, as Mr. Vannamani has told, is a big family those days. I was a seventh child. Wherever I went, I was fully guided with my parents and my brothers and sisters. I had no difficulty at all, whether it is Bombay or Delhi or Calcutta. They guided me very well. And I had to go through those instructions and I followed them religiously. And I didn't face any problem at all. Similarly, when I was in Neyveli, there was a concert, a sitar concert. One gentleman, Jonathan from Madras, had come. He was a Hindustani player, a sitar. And I approached him, I told him, people here, they enjoy only Carnatic music. So you give some introduction before every raga you play. And then he adopted that procedure everywhere and he was very successful. Later, when my father was ill and I could not get some message, he came all the way from Madapalli studios to give me the message that my father is ill and I had to run to Trichy and all. He helped me. Just it is a blessing of God that I could reach the place on time. The small help by word, I told him that you adopt this procedure, it may be useful. So he was thankful to me and he came rushing 9 o'clock in the night after the recording and all. He came to my house in Madras and told me that your father is not well. I rushed to Trichy. So, Murpagal saying, Pirpagal Tane varum, we did not do anything. So this is what. Another thing is to learn, to wise men are those who learn from their own mistakes. Wise men are those who learn from their own mistakes. Wiser men are those who learn from others' mistakes.
Correct.
So let me finish here. I don't want to elaborate it much further. Thank you very much. Thanks for giving this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Very nice. No, again, I remember these are not the exact words. The success people are those who learn from others' mistake. The others are those others. That is who will do all mistakes for them to learn. Always this MBA is nothing but standing on successful people. You always, the lessons are all in MBA. You find they learn from companies' success. They learn from companies' failures. That is MBA. So I think our Syed has given a very good information on that. Yeah, I think
Another thing, one should be contented with what he gets. He should not aspire for, he should not be avaricious. நிம்மதி வேண்டும் எத்தனை கோடி பணம் இருந்தாலும் நிம்மதி வேண்டும் வீட்டிலே உத்தமமான மனிதர்களைத்தான் உலகம் புகழுது ஏட்டிலே.
Very nice. What is Sriram N? What is Sriram N? Who is that Sriram N? Chettiar, please talk. Your life lesson. Chettiar.
Okay, it was nice hearing all your wisdoms and what you have learned in your life. I only mention about one thing to my juniors, the colleagues, that
1 minute,
when
Charya.
you
1 minute,
start a-
1 minute, Charya. Please, time is
Yeah.
running out. Please remember to reboot. Please remember to reboot. Go ahead, Charya.
Okay. I was saying that normally when you start a company, you make a plan that this is going to be your target and this is what you need. And that is what the MBA has been teaching us. Whereas companies like ours, we started servicing some customers. They were happy with the results and the services, and they started throwing more challenges at us. So slowly over a period of time, we built up capacity to meet all kinds of challenges. And I think what you learn from this, I think as Mr. Aminuddin was saying, that if you work diligently and deliver results, automatically you will get the rewards. Now, Krishnan,
Yeah.
நீங்க வந்து உங்க கல்லூரி வாழ்க்கையை பத்தி முன்னொரு காலத்துல ஒரு தடவை பேசிட்டு இருக்கும்போது இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் ஆஃப் சயின்ஸ் பெங்களூர்ல மெஸ்ல கூட பசங்க தேவர் டாக்கிங் அபவுட் தி தியரிஸ் அண்ட் தேவர் நாட் கேஷுவல். தட் இன்ஸ்பயர்ட் மீ அப்படின்னு நீங்க ஒரு தடவை சொல்லியிருக்கீங்க. ஞாபகம் இருக்கா?
Yeah, ஞாபகம் இருக்கு. Because in the mess also they talk about solving equations and all that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for
Thank
letting me in.
I see some more else. What is this? 1 minute. Galaxy M11. What is Galaxy M11? Okay.
நடராஜ பேச ஆரம்பிச்சாரு, அப்புறம் ஒண்ணும் வரல.
Galaxy SC Krishnan. Okay. Okay, Sriram is our Charya. Okay, that's all.
Hello, Charya is VR Charya மேல இருக்கு.
என்னது?
ஸ்ரீராம் என்ன யாருன்னு தெரியல.
Oh, VR Charya. SVN, are you there? Okay.
அரவிந்தன் தான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
அவர்தான் நடராஜா. எஸ்வி நடராஜன் தான் ஸ்ரீராம் போட்டிருக்காரு.
ஸ்ரீராம் ஆமா. மியூட் இருக்காரு.
90 டிகிரிஸ்ல தெரியுறாரு. 90 டிகிரிஸ்ல தெரியுறாரு.
SVN, you unmute and talk. 1 minute more. Please reboot again. We will have a chat for some more time. Please reboot when it goes off. Yeah.
You can close it. We can restart.
Yeah, Chinni, who is next? Who is doing next meeting?
In
We
March,
will come back and tell you. TM Ganesan is not there now.
Okay.
So actually, it's TM Ganesan.
இல்ல அடுத்த மாசம் மீட்டிங் வேண்டியது இல்ல.
அடுத்த மாசம் வேண்டாம், அதுக்கு அடுத்த மாசம். Because we are having.
Shall I talk?
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.